July 14, 1518, Strasbourg. A woman named Frau Trophäa steps into the narrow cobblestone street outside her half-timbered home, and she starts dancing. Not like, oh, I'm having a good time dancing. More like, I am physically unable to stop moving dancing. She dances all day. She dances through the night. She dances for 6 days straight. And then, other people start joining her. Within a month, 400 people are dancing in the streets of Strasbourg. Some dance until they collapse. Some dance until they have heart attacks. Some dance until they die. This is the dancing plague of 1518. And to this day, no one knows why it happened. Let's start with Frau Trophäa. On July 14, 1518, she was reportedly seized by spasmodic, convulsive movement outside her home. Her husband begged her to stop. Her neighbors begged her to stop. She kept dancing, for days, no music, no rhythm, just relentless, exhausting movement. After about a week of this, the city council had her taken to a shrine dedicated to St. Vitus near Zabun, hoping for a cure. You'd think that would be the end of the story. It was not. Because by the time they took Frau Trophäa away, 34 more people had started dancing within 4 days, and the number kept growing. By August, somewhere between 50 and 400 people were dancing uncontrollably in the streets of Strasbourg. Imagine walking through your town and seeing hundreds of people jerking, spinning, leaping, not in joy, but in what looks like agony. They're sweating, their feet are bleeding, they're collapsing from exhaustion, and then they get back up and keep dancing. Reports claim that as many as 15 people per day were dying from heart attacks, strokes, or sheer exhaustion. The city was in full crisis mode. The Strasbourg City Council calls in the doctors. What's happening? They ask. How do we fix this? The doctors examine the dancers and arrive at a diagnosis: hot blood. Their professional medical opinion is that the dancers have a fever, and the only way to cure a fever is to sweat it out. So the doctors recommend, let them dance more. Following the doctor's advice, the city council built stages, cleared spaces for the dancers, and hired professional musicians and pipers to play for them around the clock. Instead, what happens? More people start dancing. The city council has just accidentally turned a horrifying medical crisis into a 24-hour rave, with casualties. After several weeks of this not working, shocking I know, the council realizes they've made a mistake. They ban music, they ban dancing, they ban orchestras on the streets. With the medical approach clearly failing, the people of Strasbourg turned to the other dominant worldview of 1518, religion. The prevailing belief was that the dancing was a curse sent by St. Vitus. Who is St. Vitus, you ask? He's a Christian martyr who became associated with dancing disorders. There was even a condition called St. Vitus dance. The dancers were taken to the shrine of St. Vitus, given small crosses and red shoes with crosses drawn on them in consecrated oil, and sprinkled with holy water. And it worked, sort of. By September 1518, the dancing stopped. The plague just ended. Over 500 years later, historians and scientists are still arguing about this. Here are the main theories. Theory 1. Mass psychogenic illness. In the years leading up to 1518, Strasbourg had endured floods, famine, and apocalyptic religious fears. The people were stressed, deeply, catastrophically stressed. Some historians believe the dancing was a form of mass hysteria. The power of belief, combined with seeing others dance, triggered a feedback loop. Theory 2. Ergot poisoning. Some scholars think the dancers ate bread contaminated with ergot, a fungus that grows on rye and produces compounds similar to LSD. The problem with this theory: ergot poisoning usually causes such painful muscle contractions that movement becomes nearly impossible, not extended, exhausting dancing. Theory 3. Religious frenzy. Some historians suggest the dancing may have been a form of intense religious experience, protest, or even part of a secret cult's ritual. Here's what makes this even stranger. The 1518 outbreak was the most fatal and best documented, but it wasn't the first. More than 10 similar dancing epidemics had broken out along the Rhine and Moselle rivers since 1374. So here's what we know for certain. In the summer of 1518, hundreds of people in Strasbourg danced for weeks. Many danced until they collapsed. Some danced until they died. Was it mass hysteria fueled by stress and religious fear? Was it ergot poisoning from contaminated bread? We don't know. What we do know is this. The human mind and body are capable of things we still don't fully understand. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of the most disturbing and bizarre events in human history.